Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my long anticipated and requested video on the new Chanel Spring 2024 collection. This is this beautiful mermaid fantasy come to life. It's inspired by the sea, by the ocean, by beach life, and I'm so excited because I picked up this gorgeous blue eyeshadow palette, so that is today's video. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. I am dreaming of a beautiful beach vacation, and this entire aquatic mermaid beach fantasy collection makes me think of my time in Greece several years ago, where I drank these frappes on the beach, which was like this blended coffee drink under a parasol on the beach. It was gorgeous, and so I think I might try to draw some inspiration from that today. Let me just do a quick breakdown of the products that I picked up. Now, this collection has been out for I think about a month, so I'm sure this is not the first video you've seen, but this is my first video here with this release. This is the eyeshadow quad number 78 Rivage. So if you look closely here, these are meant to look like imprints of the sand. You know, when you have little waves on the sand crashing onto the beach. This is just the inspiration, and there is a second eyeshadow palette available, which is pink, which I avoided. Next up is the eyeliner here, number 82 Blue Abyss. So again, we're talking about the blue abyss of the ocean. This one here looks like it's matte, and it looks like this vibrant cobalt blue. If you look at a lot of the marketing, I think that this is the exact liner used in the makeup, and I think I may in fact try to recreate that today. This looks gorgeous, so fun. And of course, you can tell here from my nail polish, I am in fact wearing Lagoon 179. So stunning, so pretty. So this nail polish here, this is fresh. This is 1 day of wear. This is what it looks like here. It has a beautiful wand. It's nice and wide, so you can get like just one stroke. So what I'll do is I will wear this for 7 days, and then I will put a post in my community tab, and then I'll give you an update of what it looks like after 7 days of wear. But this is what it looks like fresh 1 day. So I put a base coat, 2 coats of this nail polish, followed by a top coat. I think it's very pretty. I think I was hoping it might be a little bit darker, like the eyeliner, you know, almost more like a cobalt. This is a little bit lighter, but I think I like it anyway. I wasn't sure at first, but no, I like it. I like that it has a shift. It reminds me of old school Chanel collections. It reminds me of Peter Phillips. If I'm being perfectly honest, it reminds me of those types of nail polishes that he used to come out with that would have a slight shift to them. So this one here, it reminds me of those nail polishes that would have a slight shift to them. I think this is going to be perfect for summer and also for a pedicure. I think it's going to be very pretty. And then I bought one last thing here. I bought the Baume Essentiel in Mermaid Glow. It's called Mermaid Glow. How gorgeous is that? This is what it looks like here. Now, these Baume Essentiel are basically highlighter sticks, and you can use them underneath your makeup, on top of your makeup. They're multi-use, multi-purpose. It has a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a peachy shift. It's really pretty. I bought this because I just thought, well, the name wooed me, Mermaid Glow, but also there's something in the shift that I like. And again, like sometimes I use this underneath my foundation, sometimes I layer it on top. It's a multi-use product. I think I got a bit excited and skipped ahead, but this is the swatch here of the eyeshadow palette. This is the quad. This color here looks and feels more like a topper shade, but it reminds me of the Mermaid Glow Baume Essentiel. Something about the shift is silver / rose gold pink. I like this one here. It's like a classic satin, slight gold, but it's a bit more muted. Obviously, this light blue is what made me purchase the palette. And this very soft velvet matte looks just like a perfect transition color, very easy, you know, just for the crease. It's nice to have one of those light transition colors, even with a blue palette. So Everything that I'm wearing that I'm mentioning in today's video is listed in the description box down below, and that includes the brushes. I'm going to start off with this dual-ended brush from Chanel. This is the Blender shader brush. It's dual-ended like this. So I'll start off by going into the light velvet matte here. I will just gently apply this in the crease. This shade is very light. I'm not really seeing much of a difference with my actual skin tone, but this is fine. This is going to work perfectly to blend out the other colors. It's just nice as a base. Okay, so I'm looking at the photo here of this little, almost like cat eye, but not really. It's really the blue that's in focus. So I believe, I don't have the exact instructions here, but I believe it's this color here, and I'm going to use one of the sponge tip applicators, and I will just apply this all over the lid. So please sound off in the comments, when did you get this collection? Because I think in other countries or other places have had this release for a few weeks. So let me know in the comments what you picked up and what you want me to create here. Because if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Ali. I'm a Chanel expert. I used to work for the brand. I don't work for them anymore, but I have a lot of information about the brand. So I will go ahead and create several different looks with this collection here. I like to mix and match with new and old releases. So if you're not subscribed, you will definitely miss out. So just go ahead and make sure you're subscribed, and maybe double check that you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube will unsubscribe you for mysterious reasons. I'm just going to dip back into that light brown color just to buff this out, and I want there to be a little bit of a gradient between the shades. I don't want it to be a harsh start and stop line. And then just adding a little bit more of this light color. Using this BK Beauty 207, I'm going to go into that light blue, and I'm only placing this outside here. This does look very light, very pretty. I think the eyeliner will help intensify this. I'm going off script here a little bit. I won't be able to recreate this eye look exactly because, well, it's more of an adaptation, let's be clear, but this is very pretty. Just sort of placing it out here. And then I'm using the Angie Hot and Flashy A504, just like a big, well, not really big, it's just a very fluffy blending brush, just very softly blending out this color. I think I will go ahead and just go into my new Blue Abyss liner. So I'll start off by going in the top waterline. Actually, I'll just twist it up a little bit. Okay, so going into the top waterline. I know it looks a bit wild, but this will intensify the blue. It will make the lashes look a bit thicker. And then afterwards, I'll go into the top waterline as well. So just going here along the lashes. And on the bottom lashes as well. I'm not going in the waterline. Look at how blue that is. On these brown eyes, my goodness. I have been waiting for blue eyeshadow from Chanel for like 6 years. I think I've been complaining about the lack of blue for a long time. Look at that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh la la. Oh,
wow, that is so pretty. You know what would be nice? A cobalt blue mascara like that. That would be pretty as well. Just going to do, oops, I accidentally went on top there. Just going to do the same thing over on this side here. I have to say, there is one shade out of the pink palette that looks pretty. It's the one topper shade from the pink palette that I thought looked nice, but it wasn't enough for me to get both palettes. I just want to erase a little bit of the flub I did here when I lost control of my eyeliner for a second. Just taking that little sponge tip and blending it out. Okay. Oh, let me just do the bottom lashes here as well. Okay, now taking a little bit of eye cream. This is a sample of the Sublimage eye cream. Put some of that eye cream, eye serum, whatever, on a Q-tip and just work it into the Q-tip like this. And this is how you remove any sort of makeup fallout. There's no fallout, but I want to just clean up the eyeliner here because it did seem to run a little bit. I personally loathe using eye makeup remover to correct under eye makeup. I just find, you know, we spend money on eye skincare, and if you use a makeup remover, you just remove that eye care and then you dry out your under eye, which I don't want. So I'm just going to use the Q-tip like this. And then this also, you can clean it up and sort of do a little bit of a flick with the eyeliner, which sort of enhances that cat eye just a little bit. It's very subtle. Going into a separate dual-ended brush from Chanel. This is the Definer Smudger one. Going into the very tapered side, and I'm going back into that beautiful blue. And then what I'll do is go over top of the cobalt blue. Although honestly, I'm sort of blown away with how pretty this eyeliner is. Oh, it's so pretty. It's even better than I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to smudge this out here. You could wait to clean up the under eye until after. I didn't think of it actually. I just got a little bit too excited and ahead of myself, but you could wait to clean it up. Now, I feel like in the photo, it looks a little bit different. Obviously, we have different skin tone, different eye color, but maybe she used a little bit less eyeliner and more eyeshadow. Unclear exactly. Still very pretty. I just added a ton of mascara. This is starting to look like a look. It just looks so different than the photo. Whatever. I persist. I'm going to do the base. I think what I'll do first is use the Water Fresh tint in the shade Medium, and I'll use this basically as my primer. This is a BK Beauty brush here. This is the 106. It's a round foundation brush. So I'm just going to use this. I like the Water Fresh tint, but it's so sheer. Like, it is nice on its own, but sometimes I like to use it as a primer. And then I'll go into the complexion touch afterwards to give a more, just to give more coverage, because I like the complexion touch. I just find that it looks like a filter. It looks so pretty. And even though this is a spring collection, it's still giving me like Les Beige beach vibes. Although this is a much more intense makeup look than any Les Beige collection we've ever seen. But that's just like the vibe I'm getting. Now, I think what I'll do is go into my Mermaid Glow Baume Essentiel at this step here. So I think I'll go, oh, that's pretty. Very pretty. Just go a little bit overboard. I think it looks really lovely. So I think I'll just, oh, it's so pretty. Just tap it in. And then I may go over top of the foundation here. This is the complexion touch. It's the one that looks like a tube. This one here covers 3 times. It has 3 times the amount of coverage as the original. So I'm using the shade 40, which is a little bit dark for me, but kind of want that fake tan look at the moment because it's the middle of winter. I'm going to break this down using the same brush as before. Just going to break it down like this and apply. For the concealer, I'm going to go into my Sublimage Corrector Concealer. It's super expensive, but worth every single penny. I'm using the shade 32. I like this one because it has like a nice peachy cut to it, and it just hides any dark circles. If you're going to do a blue makeup look, a good concealer is really the only way to go, because oftentimes when we have dark circles, discoloration around the eyes, It tends to be dark, blue, purple, that sort of thing. So you do want to go in with a good corrector concealer just to balance that out so you don't just emphasize any dark circles you might have. I cannot get over how much I love this. It's just so pretty. It's so blue. I'm really shocked because in all the photos, it looks more light. I don't know how it's going to translate on camera, but here in person, this looks like cobalt. Obviously with the eyeshadow, it sort of diffused it a little bit, but on the bottom lashes here, it's like cobalt blue. Ooh, so, so pretty. I love it. I'm using my Prada Beauty concealer brush here. I'm just going to blend this out. I'm blending it out here, and I'm also just taking the excess in the inner corner here just to brighten that up a little bit. I'm going back into Mermaid Glow. Just going to take some of this. Ooh, so pretty. I'm so happy. I had to wait so long for this collection to come out here in Canada. And I have to say, I am not disappointed. I love how blue this is. I love how ethereal the Mermaid Glow. How well named is this? For the blush, I skipped the blush duo available. So technically in this collection, there's the Baume Essentiel and a highlighter compact. I skipped the compact. I thought, I don't know, I wanted the Baume Essentiel. It looked very original and special to me. I thought that the highlighter compact might look a little bit too grainy or chalky. I don't know if that's correct or not. And I skipped the blush because I have a lot of blush, and I have something else here that I think is more interesting. This is the new Guerlain Terracotta Blush. I'm using the shade 01 Light Pink. It's pink, but with a little bit of blue undertone, and I think the blue undertone is gonna look really nice with this whole combination here. So I'm using the Chanel blush brush number 110 here. I'm just going to pick this up. I should have probably added the Baume Essentiel at the end. Again, I just sort of got ahead of myself and got a bit excited, but I think it would have been better to add the Baume Essentiel on top of the blush, but I'll know for next time. For the lips, I'm going to go into my new Rouge Allure Velvet in the Nuit Blanche collection. I just did a whole video on this series here. I'm going into the shade 7 AM. It's a light coral color. Hopefully not too peachy because this look is a bit more pink than peachy, but I think it'll be really nice. I think it's light and it'll balance this whole look here. This lipstick is super pretty and light, and I think it goes really well. And now I do want to add this last, almost more topper shade here. So I'll use my dual-ended brush again in this side here. I'll pick a little bit up, and maybe what I'll do is I'll go in the inner corner here. Just add, ooh, yes. So pretty. The shift in this lightest color reminds me of Mermaid Glow, where it has a little bit of that rose gold in there. It's so pretty. Wow. I'll take a little bit under the brow bone as well. Listen, I love this collection. I love everything that I mentioned. The eyeliner. I'm shocked by how much I love the eyeliner. At first I was like, it looks a bit flashy, but in the best way. It's that cobalt blue. It looks absolutely devastatingly stunning on brown eyes. I love the blue eyeshadow palette. I love the Baume Essentiel. And this nail polish. Listen, everything in my opinion here is a 10 out of 10. I cannot wait to use it more. I cannot wait to create more and more and more and more blue eyeshadow looks. I love blue eyeshadow. Ooh, I should add a fragrance. Now, I will deviate from Chanel. I'm going to use the Dior Riviera perfume. This came out last summer. It's inspired by the French Riviera, and it smells like a fig tree with a warm summer breeze from the Mediterranean blowing through it. That's the best way to describe it. So that's what this look reminds me of. It's what it smells like. So yeah, this is the finished look. Leave a comment down below. In the comments, leave any blue emoji, leave any aquatic emoji. If it's a mermaid, a fish, whatever, I'm here for it. Emoji to your heart's content. Leave a comment if there's a specific look you'd like to see with this release here or any of the new releases I've mentioned today. I think that's it for today's video. I think my thoughts are made pretty clear. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.